And welcome back to Marquette on the Line. I'm joined again by the Naturals. How did you guys get started?
We were actually formed back in 2003 before actually any of us were in the group. And it was just a group of about 8 guys, I think, that just wanted to get together and just do a cappella music and really sing together. And then it just grew out of there. We gotten larger and gotten more exposure around campus, and it's really grown since then.
That's great. What would you say some of your hopes are for the future of the Naturals?
Our hopes for the future? Wow, that is a big picture question. I think we just want to get better musically and like add more to our performance, and we want everybody on campus to have seen the Naturals at least once. That would probably be a really good goal.
That's great. Now, do you guys obviously, like I said when I saw that list of songs you performed, do you guys have a specific favorite or favorite act you do?
We do love Jesse's Girl.
Yeah, Jesse's Girl is a big crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
That's great.
I've only sang like 3 songs, but I think TV medley right now.
TV medley's a good one.
I'm new to the group if it's not obvious.
Yeah.
So.
That's great. Now, for a lot of you guys, have you had past musical experience through high school, through church, something like that, or was this really a new experience for you guys?
Well, I know for a lot of us, we've all had some sort of experiences throughout high school, and it's like been a big part of our lives, and we want to keep it going now that we're at Marquette as a good stress reliever for me anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Would any of you guys say you have like a really specific musical influence, an artist, a band, something like that?
Ooh. Another big picture question. Well, a lot of other men's a cappella groups that we really respect are like the Mad Hatters from UW-Madison, and also like the other guys in the X-Chords from the University of Illinois. Those are some big groups that we look to that we want to kind of be just as good as them or maybe even better someday.
That's great. And how would you say you incorporate these influences into your own work?
We look to them to see how they put together a performance very professionally, and we want to replicate that kind of professionalism in a concert while still having lots of fun with it and like getting real intimate with our audiences.
That's great. And I imagine you guys working together have a real sense of teamwork and everything. Just talk a little bit about that. What does that mean to you?
Well, in terms of our rehearsals, like I generally run the rehearsals, but we always just ask for input, and like every time when we end a song, I usually just ask everyone, what did you think? What do you think we can do better? And usually everyone has something to say. So everyone has a big stake in how our rehearsals go and what the final product looks like.
If you guys had one song that you could sing that was like a specific favorite song, what would you say?
Ooh.
If you could do any song.
If we could do any song? Well, we can do any song, so I don't know that that's...
There you go. Free bird.
Anything you haven't tried doing yet?
This weekend, for the first time, I heard this new Miley Cyrus song called
God.
Party in the USA. And it's perfect, and I love it, and I'm going to try to make the group do it in the future, but I don't think it's going to pass.
No.
Yeah,
No.
okay, well,
No.
Let's see. We can have a little bit of fun with you guys. Put you on the spot. Want to share with us how the song goes? Anybody?
Party in the USA? No, but she said something about throwing your hands in the air and like, there's a party in the USA.
Hey, I would pay to see that.
Yeah, I know people would, so that's why we're going to do it
Not
next
for the
semester.
right reasons.
So we're not gonna hear a concert from you tonight. But,
No.
okay. Well, maybe
Sunday.
we can get you back in.
Sunday.
7:30, Weisler Auditorium.
Yeah.
And you said you do have a concert on Sunday. Can you just tell us where it is and how people can get in? Because I'm sure a lot of people want to come see it.
Well, doors will be open. It'll be at 7:30 in the Weisler Auditorium, which is just connected to the Union. And it's right there, just free and open to the public. Just come on in, take a seat.
Well, that's fantastic. I wish you guys best of luck. Sounds like you've got a great thing going.
Thanks.
So thanks a lot for coming in.
All right.
As part of Marquette's centennial celebration, the university will be dedicating a statue of Mother Teresa of Calcutta tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Statue is located in front of the Schrader Health Services Complex. The piece was crafted by internationally renowned artist Gautam Pal, who was one of the famous artists who constructed the Mahatma Gandhi statue. University President Reverend Robert Wild is expected to bless the statue. There will also be additional speeches made by Marquette students. The event will be followed by a noon mass in the Joan of Arc Chapel. The annual Distinguished Eleanor A. Boehm Lecture will be held this Tuesday, October 6th at 7 p.m. The speaker this year is Dr. Eva Kit Manwan, who is a professor of humanities at the Hong Kong Baptist University. The title of the presentation is Female Bodies in China, Literal Fantasies, Iron Girls, and Olympic Hoopla. Dr. Mann will discuss the development of the feminine body ideals from China in the 19th century to the present. The presentation will be held by the American Association of Marquette Women. The lecture begins at 7 p.m. tomorrow in the AMU Ballroom. And we are now going to some exciting news tonight from the Marquette College of Business Administration and the Graduate School of Management. And after careful examination, they've been named an outstanding business school by the Princeton Review. The school will be featured in the 2010 edition of the Best 301 Business Schools. The book stated that Marquette was chosen for its strong academic reputation as well as for its Christian values. And now Campus Ministry will be hosting Soup with Substance this week. The first event will take place this Wednesday in the AMU room 227. It will feature a panel discussion from the Ignatian Teach at Fort Benning, Georgia, and the Jesuit Martyrs of El Salvador. And talking to me more about campus events this week is news editor Chris Placek. Thank you so much for joining me, Chris.
Great to be here.
That's great. Thanks for coming in. Just basic question, what's coming up in tomorrow's Marquette Tribune?
Well, we've got a big issue planned. As you mentioned, the Mother Teresa statue dedication is tomorrow, and we have interviews. Our reporter was able to get with the guy who dedicated the statue. He's an area developer. He's actually going to be speaking tomorrow. So in print tomorrow, our readers can check out the preview of the dedication, and then we're encouraging them to come online afterwards if they can't go to it. MarquetteTribune.org will have photos and a recap of the event.
That's really great. So in addition, I know last week one of the main features that you had was about the 100th anniversary of women at Marquette, and you'll be featuring the Mother Teresa story. Is there anything else focusing on this? Because I know it's a big week.
Yeah, and then, and we publish Tuesday and Thursday. On Thursday, we're planning to have some more stuff. We have coming up, we're going to send a reporter to there's a lecture where there's 4 alumni coming back, I think one from each decade from the 50s on, and they're going to be talking about their Marquette experiences. And then on Thursday night, there's a honorary degree conferral for Sister Helen Prejean, who really had some input on the death penalty issue. She's been pretty outspoken on that. So she's going to be giving a speech on Thursday night, and we're going to preview that in Thursday's paper.
That's great.
And then again, you can check out the Tribune website Thursday night for a recap of that. We're really trying to push our readers to online this year, as well as the good old-fashioned print copy.
That's great. Now, I know well, one of the things that I've noticed you guys focused on this year is some off-campus stories. I know I checked out, you did a story about the Italian grocery store that I checked out and things like that.
Right.
What are some of your other, do you have any off-campus stories in the works?
Yeah, well, I think for tomorrow's paper, just looking at it, a lot of our stories are on campus, but definitely in Thursday's story, our Metro reporter, Tim Seaman, is covering 2 stories, the debate on whether the mayor should take over Milwaukee Public Schools, and he's also focusing on the Milwaukee Connector, which is Mayor Barrett's proposed downtown streetcar line. So those stories will be in Thursday's paper.
That's exciting. Now, just something, if a student, has an idea for a story that they'd like to see worked on, what exactly would you recommend? Who would they contact?
Well, they can always, I get millions of emails every day from public relations reps to everyday students coming in. We have a lot of stringers, we call them, from the journalism introductory class with Dr. Byers, and they come in and they pitch stories to me, and we give out stories to them, and we don't print all of them, but certainly whoever's interested in writing a story, give me an email, news@marquettetribune.org.
That's pretty exciting stuff. And the same goes for if people want to work on the paper. Is that another thing? They just come in, learn how to work?
We just hired a few new writers, so now I think we have a complete staff, but I believe we are, if anybody's really good at copy editing, I think we're hiring a copy editor. I think our reporter staff is full. We have a staff of about 10. We're at full strength there. But we're always looking for people who are interested in just working, as a stringer.
That's
Come
great.
down, write a story, and you'll get your name in print.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to picking up my copy of the Tribune with my morning coffee tomorrow. Thanks a lot for coming in. And do you have any focus? That's really fantastic. So thank you so much. Coming up after the break, I'll be speaking with Maddie Rudersdorf and Betsy McKinney about running the Chicago Marathon. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Marquette on the Line.